Hey guys, yeah, I wanted to show you this game Twisted Fate that I worked on with my buddy Marc about 12 years ago. I think it was like 2002. There's kind of a lot to cover, so I think what I'm going to do is make this a general game overview, showing the basics and the foundation of the game and a brief history. Then I'm going to do a character spotlight video for each of our three characters so you can see all the special moves and supers and finishers and all that good shit. This is a fighting game that we started using the M.U.G.E.N engine, which is a free engine. I was doing the programming and Marc was doing all the modeling and animating. I'm not a coder by any means, but I was trying to kind of figure it out as we went along. It was really nice working with Marc. I would send him my sketches and he would send me his, and we never really argued about anything because we both respected each other's styles and interests, and we just kind of wanted to put everything that we loved into the game. Graphically, I would compare it to probably, I don't know, Mortal Kombat 3 style. They're like 3D rendered models, but 2D sprites. We eventually both got too busy with our lives and school and couldn't really work on it anymore, but we got 3 characters done. It's no masterpiece, but it's very cool. There's a lot of ideas in here that I would like to see in fighting games now, and stuff that's even being considered for the new Killer Instinct Season 2, and just kind of a lot of parallels going on with fighting games now, so I just kind of wanted to bring this back and show it off because I never really did at the time, and it kind of fizzled out before it ever reached its potential. Each character has their own stage, and then we kind of took those stages and did color variations as well. So you'll see this stage here, and then there's also like a dawn version of it that's like red and orange and yellow. And then there was a nighttime version that was kind of like blue, pink, and purple. And the animations on the stage were a little bit different for each one too. Tried to kind of recycle the graphics that we had as much as possible without being annoying. This was a 4-button attack, 4 basic attack buttons, 2 kicks, 2 punches. Again, similar to the old Mortal Kombat. Each guy would have a way to sweep and knock the guy up in the air, like an uppercut kind of style. They didn't necessarily look the same, but they had similar properties. Any move can be used for juggling. Each character has a taunt, a walk, and a run. You can run forward or backwards. There's some moves that can be only done to characters that are on the ground, so you could, sweep them on the ground and then quickly follow up with a ground attack. I wanted the rounds to be one long round instead of having these little small rounds. I like, keeping the pace of the fight. In a lot of fighting games, it seems like the matches just go by too fast. I'd like it to be more of like a devotion when you pick your character. You'll see the life bars at the top. They're like intestines that kind of drain of blood as the match goes on. Obviously, when the blood's gone, the match is over. Beneath the character portraits, there's kind of like a rainbow color bar. That's their super gauge. It's technically split into 3 pips, which aren't really distinguished. Looking back, I guess that would have been nice to do, but so each super move takes 1/3 of that super meter, or you can do one super move that uses the whole meter, and it's kind of like your special move. The end of the rounds had a dizzy state similar to Mortal Kombat where you could do finishers, and if you didn't finish the guy or hit the guy, they could come back to life and you can continue fighting. Each character has multiple finishers, multiple color costumes. There was actually a team mode in this as well. I believe one character would fight, and then once they died, your partner would jump in and continue it. A simultaneous mode where you could do 4 people on the screen at once, and that got pretty buggy, as you can imagine. I don't think I ever really used that. We didn't really get far enough in the process to iron the kinks out for those other modes. The combo system was kind of similar. It was like a cross between Mortal Kombat and Killer Instinct. You would do dial-up combos to start the chain, and then you could chain it into your super moves or special moves. It's not awesome. It could definitely be tightened up a little bit, but you know, considering the lack of experience that I had at the time, I think we did pretty good. It was definitely fun working on. You know, it was my first time ever trying to do anything like that, working on a game, and I've always been a fighting game fan, so to be able to, you know, kind of set up a fireball for your character and then go into the code and, you know, change a number 8 to a number 7, and all of a sudden the fireball's going faster, you know, right in front of you. You can see these changes happening. It was really exciting. I really loved all that. It was a hell of a lot of fun to work on. I mean, looking back now and kind of knowing what I know about fighting games and the importance of getting down to the number of frames and the frame timing, you know, I could definitely have used a lot of that knowledge back then to really make the system smooth for this game. And I don't know if you guys know the band Cradle of Filth, but they had a female vocalist at one point, Sarah Jezebel Diva, that I thought had a really awesome voice, and I wanted her to be our announcer. She kind of sounded like a witchy or a sorceress or something. She had a really cool voice.
Hear me now. All crime should be treasured if they bring thee pleasure somehow.
Yeah, I shot her an email. I was like, hey, you know, I really like your voice. I'm working on this video game with my buddy. I thought it'd be cool if you would do some voiceover work for us as our announcer. And she was stoked. She was really excited. She didn't ask for a whole lot. She went into the studio and recorded basically everything that we wanted, and some. And unfortunately, she actually recorded a lot that we never got the chance to use. My brother Jesse was doing the music.
Twisted Fate.
Yeah, he's still like making cool music and shit, so if you guys are interested, go to his YouTube channel. It's in the description. And I think that about sums up the general overview of Twisted Fate. If you're interested in seeing more and seeing the fatalities and stuff, check out the character spotlight videos. Thanks guys. If you appreciate the work that we did for this, give me a like or a subscribe, and we'll keep them coming.